Alright, today we have an engine fire in flight, which is a really bad thing to have. So with any fire on board an aircraft in flight, your first priority should be to land as soon as possible. If you do the checklist, the engine will be off anyway, so you'll have to find a suitable landing area just right below you. The problem with an engine fire is that it's often not advisable to fly best glide speed 60 knots as you would do in a normal engine failure, but to fly faster speed to maybe extinguish the fire. The checklist for the 152 says a speed of 85 knots or anything faster that maybe provides an incombustible mixture. Okay, but that of course, that reduces your maximum gliding distance very much, so you have to be aware of that. And maybe you'll have to find a trade-off between best glide speed and those 85 knots. So it's very important again to always look outside during normal cruise flight and see where are my suitable emergency landing areas. Right now to the right it's not so good, but to the left here is a wide open field that looks quite nice, so yeah, probably take this one if the engine fails now. Also with an engine fire it's important to know the checklist, so the first checklist items by heart, because it's time critical. You want to extinguish that fire as quickly as possible, because a fire can cause structural damage and this might lead to big problems, and also of course it is a big hazard for the people in the cabin if smoke and fumes enter the cabin. So the first steps according to the handbook for an engine fire in flight are to cut the mixture, or to pull the mixture to idle cutoff, to switch off the fuel valve and the master switch off cabin air and cabin heat, and fly a speed of 85 knots, and also switch off the master. Okay, so keeping an eye out for those landing areas. So now we have one below there. There's a flat area just over there. Keep in mind that if you really want to fly 85 knots, your gliding distance will be reduced. So you need to find a field that's really close by if you want to fly 85 knots or any speed like that during descent. Okay, I can see a field down there. I think that would be a good spot for an emergency landing just in case. The right side is not so good because of all those trees. Oh, I think I can see flames coming out of the engine cowling. Engine fire. So, mixture, cut off, fuel valve off, cabin heat and air off, master switch off, and we're flying 85 knots, turning towards our landing area. Let's hope the fire extinguishes. Let's see where we could land. Yep, I can see a field there. Just might be a little bit too high, so I'm going that way first. Alright. My speed is good. I think the flames, well, there's less flames now. That's also good. Okay, there's my field. I'll leave the flaps up right now because the master switch is already off. The field is long enough, so that's okay. Everything is switched off, so the airplane is safe. It's prepared for landing. Well, it's not really safe because it's on fire, but otherwise it's secured. Alright, we're on the ground. Let's come to a stop. The airplane is still on fire, so forget the airplane, evacuate the airplane, save yourself. There's insurance for the airplane, so don't worry about that. Set the parking brake. All right, everything is switched off, so let's get out of here. In the external view, you can see airplane is still on fire, so your only priority now is to get out of the airplane as quickly as possible, get away from the airplane, and save your passengers and yourself. Okay, so to sum up, if you have a fire in flight, it's a very critical situation. That's true for engine fires, but also for electrical fires, so any fire. So try to get on the ground as quickly as possible, but still remember to fly the aircraft. So still set yourself up for a nice approach and landing to a suitable emergency landing area. All right, this concludes this lesson, and I hope to see you in the next one.